Hi, my name is Doug, and today I'm going to be covering Peppermint Vitality Essential Oil by Young Living for you. Do you have a bottle of the Young Living Peppermint at home and you don't know how to use it, or you don't know how it can make your life better? So in this brief video, I'm going to be covering on what the Young Living Peppermint Vitality can do for you, and there's a lot. And you may be asking the question, okay, what's the difference between Young Living Peppermint and Young Living Peppermint Vitality? The only difference is the label. Everything on the inside is the same. I wanted just to cover really quick, did you know that herbal medicine has been used for thousands of years by mankind and on their animals? And all essential oils are essentially just a concentrated form of herbal medicine. So you can use them on yourself, your family, and your pets, with some exceptions, and I'll cover that later. So the reason I'm covering peppermint essential oils, because I've got a cousin who she's got some oils, and at home she didn't really know how she should be using them, and one of them is PanAway. And before I made a video for her to show her kind of how to use the PanAway oil, I wanted to cover the oils that make up in the PanAway, because it's a blend, and it's a blend of peppermint and wintergreen, clove, and helichrysum. Hey, forgive me, I'm going to be looking down because I'm going to be working off my slides here in my notes, and you'll see those in this video. So before I covered PanAway, I wanted to give some information on the individual oils that constitute that awesome blend. And like I said, peppermint's one of my favorites, so there's a lot to cover here. Before we move on, I've got to cover the legal aspects of it. So this information is for educational purposes only and is not meant to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or mitigate any disease. Always consult your health care provider, your professional, for your best care. Information provided here is for education purposes only and is no way intended to replace qualified medical advice. It is not for diagnostic or prescriptive use or to be construed as instruction on how to cure or treat any condition, illness, or disease. Every individual is different. Thus, what may work for one may not work for any other person. We recommend you consult with the professional health authorities of your choice. Remember, taking responsibility for your health is your own decision. You do the research and choose wisely. So I thought I'd cover the constituents of peppermint essential oil really quick. There's a botanical family. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And we're covering just the Young Living Peppermint Vitality today. Which is labeled for internal digestion. That's the easiest way to cover this one topic. But as I said, the only difference between the peppermint and the peppermint vitality is the label. Peppermint originally, the plant origin is North America, the Mediterranean, and Great Britain. There's some of the key constituents listed there. I'm not going to go through them. You can write them down. I do recommend that you write them down, and you can do your own research online on what those constituents do. It's very interesting. And like I've said, peppermint essential oil has been used by ancient civilizations for thousands of years as a fragrance and to support the body. Today it continues to be used for many physical and emotional benefits. It is definitely an oil that always keep on hand along with lavender. I personally like to use it to clear my head and to help with concentration. Or during the hot months, I put a drop or two in my drinking water, or make a cooling mist to spray my skin. There are many different hybrids of peppermint that are grown all over the world. As a matter of fact, most books note that peppermint may actually be a hybrid between the watermint and the spearmint plants. Some companies may try to substitute a species within the family and try to sell it for therapeutic use. So make sure you know the source and are purchasing from the right genus or the species. a little bit more on it on the ORAC scale. That's the ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorption capacity. It tells you the antioxidant capacity of an item, and antioxidants have been shown to reduce the risk of aging and related conditions and chronic conditions. The scale was developed by the USDA researchers, and I'm going to show you a little slide here in a minute. So you can better understand the ORAC scale and why it's important. If you have any questions, please just further questions on it, please contact me. Peppermint's also is reported to be part of the Marseilles vinegar, or for thieves' vinegar, used by grave robbing bandits to protect themselves during the 15th century plague. The story's on the internet, look it up. So it's highly regarded as a digestive stimulant by Jean Valnet, MD. He used peppermint to support the digestive and respiratory systems. And you can see that today. It's like after dinner mint, because they do an after dinner mint because it helps your digestion. I just wanted to show you a little bit of a comparison here on the ORAC scale. So this is units per 100 grams on the scale there. And you can see peppermint oil, the third from the bottom there, at 37,300 units per 100 grams on that scale. So that's the oxygen radical absorption capacity. So you can see like carrots is 210, broccoli 890, pomegranates, and then the essential oils are on the high side. Clove essential oil is one of the highest known substances, natural substances, well, substances at all, that has a very high content of the antioxidants. Just to give you an idea there. So here's some of the application methods for the peppermint essential oil. You can dilute 1 part essential oil with 2 parts of V6 vegetable oil complex or other pure vegetable oil. I like to use the V6 because it doesn't change the fragrance, and it's got a good consistency. It can withstand temperature differences a bit without changing in viscosity. This is my roll-on peppermint that I've got here that I use, that I keep in my pocket, and I mix it with V6. This is a 5 ml bottle. And what I basically do to make a roll-on is, when the bottle's empty, I'll drop in 50 drops of the peppermint essential oil, and then I'll fill the rest up with the V6, which is right here, and then I would squeeze in the rest, fill it up, and that gives me a 50-50 solution, which is quite strong. But I don't have very sensitive skin. So if you've got sensitive skin, or you might want to make it a little weak, make it weaker for your taste, you can do that. It's up to you. A 5 ml bottle usually has about 100 drops. So if you wanted to do, like it suggests here, 1 part essential oil, 2 parts of V6, you would do 33 drops of the essential oil and then fill the rest up with the V6. It's very easy. Then you just put the roller ball back on, screw down the top, it secures the roller ball in there until you hit a click, and you're ready to go. And then you can just, like it says here, it says apply 1 or 2 drops on location, your abdomen, your temples. You can apply it on your energy centers or your VitaFlex points. I'll show you what the VitaFlex points are here in a minute. Also, you can inhale directly, straight out of the bottle. Just inhale it. You can diffuse it in a diffuser. I'll have to do another video to show you diffusers. Or you can take in a capsule. That's Vitality. I generally use it in the roll-on, and I'll put it on the back side of my temples, making sure to keep it away from the back side away from my eyes. I like to put a little bit underneath my nose. It really gives you a pick-me-up. If I'm hot, I'll put it on the back of my neck. Sometimes I put it on the back of my hand and lick it. You got fresh breath. There's all kinds of ways you can use it. I'm gonna go through that right now. All right, and I just wanted to show you a little bit on the VitaFlex points there really quick. So and how you use it as VitaFlex points is if you want to use it to support a certain organ within your body or body system or an emotional release, you can, like, instead of, if you're out, and, you know, you're not going to take your shirt off or put shorts on or something, or you can't get to the spot, the organ to put the oil directly on it, you can put it on your hand or your foot on the VitaFlex points to support that area. So you could zoom in and take a look, take a photo of or just look at VitaFlex points, but I just wanted to kind of show you what they were. There is the foot ones, and then there's the hand ones. All right, moving on. All right. Peppermint oil historically has been shown good to be used for fears. Especially those having to do with motion, riding, skiing, flying. It's particularly good oil when there's a resistance to learn a new subject or to move in a new direction. It cools and calms the mind and eliminates the fear of the unknown. The energy centers that it's particularly good for are the root, the sacral, solar plexus. So, I'll move here really quick. So root basically is your feet, or if you're sitting down, space between your bottom and your front. And then your sacral is right like below your belt buckle, below your belly button, solar plexus, of course, and then your throat. The color generally associated with the peppermint essential oil is green or violet. And color, that's why same color as the bottle. I don't have a bottle here actually right now to show you. I've just moved and all my oils are still in transit. I only have my emergency, the ones I keep around, and my rollerball one. So I'm going to give you some quick tips on uses. So rub 4 to 6 drops in the palm, rub over the stomach, around the navel, may help support your digestive system. Add a drop of peppermint oil to herbal tea or water. 1 drop, remember it's very powerful, so 1 drop equals 26 bags of peppermint tea. All right, so very strong. Massage several drops of peppermint oil on joints or area of injury may support the area. Rubbing several drops of peppermint oil on the bottoms of the feet give your whole body a nice cooling. I know that I've got a daughter who she's got very sweaty hands and feet, and I'll take the diluted peppermint and run it across on the bottoms of her feet, and it really does help with that to stop the sweaty palms and feet. It's a nice cooling sensation. Apply a drop of peppermint oil topically on unbroken skin, may help stop itching. You can inhale peppermint oil before and during a workout, may help boost your mood and reduce fatigue. I do that all the time. I've got a 20 or 30 minute workout that I do in the mornings, and I'll do it on the temples and under my nose and on the back of my hand like that. It really is good at oxygenating the blood and giving you, they say, about a 17% boost in energy particularly for workouts. It's really good. Rub a drop of peppermint oil on the temples, forehead, or over the sinuses. Stay away from the eyes. And on the back of the neck may help and soothe tension. If you do happen to get it in your eyes, do not rub. Do not wash it out with water. Oil and water don't mix. It'll just force the essential oil further into your eye. What you should do is get that vegetable oil, non-essential oil, and layer it over your eyes, and an olive oil or a coconut oil, and it'll actually draw that out, and give it a few minutes and it'll feel much better. Just don't rub, no water. Add a drop of peppermint oil on each side of the 5th cervical vertebrae. So that's up 3 notches from the large vertebrae at the base of your neck. May be beneficial in helping to stop hiccups. Hiccup remedy, I do that for my dog, and I've found it works quite well. Placing 2 drops of Vitality peppermint oil on the tongue and rubbing another drop under the nose may help improve alertness and concentration. Diffuse peppermint oil in the room or inhaling while studying may help to improve concentration and accuracy. Inhaling peppermint oil when taking a test may help in improving recall. So what you do is, when you're studying, you use peppermint oil, and when you go in to the exam, have a little tissue with some peppermint oil on it, and actually that association helps you with some recall. Rubbing 4 drops of peppermint oil on chest and stomach may help relieve travel sickness. Placing a drop of peppermint oil on the tongue and inhale into the nose and sinuses may help stuffiness. So basically you just put a drop on there, or put a drop on your tongue. Put your tongue or your finger up to the roof of your mouth. I gotta warn you though, if you're using straight peppermint, it's powerful. It'll clear your sinuses, may even make you cry a little bit because your sinuses go in the back of your eyes there. But definitely a wake me up, really good one. Add a peppermint oil to food and remember I'm talking about Young Living Peppermint Vitality. Add peppermint oil to food as a flavoring and a preservative. I heard a recipe the other day that adding peppermint to Rice Krispie treats gives it a good kick. You can use it to deter rats, mice, ants, or cockroaches. Placing 2 drops of peppermint oil on a cotton ball and placing along the path or point of entry for these pests may help to send them elsewhere. I've done this. It works. I had some ants trying to make a nest in a printer that I had, oddly enough. I had nest. They did successfully got into a bookcase and made a nest that I didn't know about. But once I discovered them, I just cleared everything out, cleaned it out with some thieves cleaner and vinegar, so I don't have any toxic fumes. And then what I did was I put cotton balls, and I just put 1 drop of peppermint in there, and I'd put it back behind there and there, just throughout the bookshelf, or I put it in the strategic places within the printer. The ants got out of there and they never came back. If they do start to come back, then you just need to put peppermint on the balls again and put them back where you just don't want the ants to come. And it works. I have personal experience. It's worked for me. You can mix 1 15 ml bottle of peppermint oil into a 5-gallon pail of paint. May dispel the fumes. So if you're going to paint a room or paint anything, you want to give it a good scent or reduce the paint fumes. You can do that. It's a great idea. I know I've got some friends that when they painted a room, they would use, so I think it was, yeah, it would have been a 5-gallon bucket. They used a whole 15 mils of essential oil within it, but your paint is going to be around for a long time. It dispels the fumes, and it also naturally gives a beautiful natural fragrance to your walls in your room. Adding 4 to 5 drops of peppermint oil to 4 ounces of water and spray on plants may help get rid of aphids. So we're all into the natural. So to keep those harmful synthetic chemicals away from our plants and our pets and ourselves and our family and friends. So drinking a drop of peppermint oil mixed in a glass of water may help to cool off on a hot day. Placing a drop of peppermint oil on the tongue, may help to stop bad breath, like I said, or on the back of the hand, lick it. Inhaling the fragrance of peppermint oil may help in curbing the appetite and lessen the impulse to overeat. It gives I can never say this word, satiating signal to your brain, which reduces your appetite. Apply a drop of peppermint oil on a cotton swab and swabbing the tick help in removal. Wait for it to unhedge its head and remove. So it's a great way to get rid of ticks. Put 1 drop on the sucker, on a cotton swab or on him, and they will get out. Mixing peppermint oil in a foot bath may help relieve sore feet. Keep water agitated while soaking the feet. And you always want, and it's highly recommended, you should put it with like a little bit of salt. When I give essential oils in my water, or particularly I like to give it to my livestock, the horses and the cattle, and they love it. But I mix it with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt first, and then I put it in the water. That allows, because remember, oil and water don't mix, so it allows it to mix within the water and emulsifies it. It's an emulsifier, the salt is, and allows it to mix. Or in a bath, Epsom salts, magnesium salts. It's great to use that way. So some cautions with the peppermint oil. Avoid contact with the eyes, the mucous membrane, sensitive skin, or fresh wounds or burns. Do not apply. It's recommended to not apply on infants younger than 18 months of age. It is a powerful oil. So that's a caution. With children and with yourself, start slow. They're very concentrated. I use them in highly concentrated forms, but that my body accepts it and likes it. Others don't. You're just going to have to play with them a little bit and work and figure out what works for you. Dilute them down. So safety data, they are grass generally regarded as safe as a food additive. That's the vitality one. Yeah, so if there's any exposed wounds, highly dilute. Here. So just in summary, peppermint, the Young Living Peppermint Vitality supports gastrointestinal support, provides healthy bowel function, enhances healthy gut function, maintains efficiency of the digestive tract, supports normal digestion, may support performance during exercise. It's a key ingredient in Digest Vitality, also PanAway. Reduces feeling of discomfort after large meals, adds a refreshing minty flavor to foods, and it's got that cooling effect. I give you lots and lots of uses for it. And it is, I wanted to just share with you that it is some of the other blends that it's in. And other products that it's in. It's in PanAway, Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream, Aroma Seas, Relieve It Essential Oil, Deep Relief Roll On, which is really good after a workout. Aroma Guard Mountain, started to rain, Mountain Mint Deodorant. I use that one. It's a fantastic deodorant. It doesn't have the harsh chemicals. Not going to give you dementia with the aluminum. There's a product called Digesting Cleanse that contains the peppermint essential oil mineral essence, which is trace minerals, which is fantastic. It's got a little minty flavor to it. I like the flavor. A lot of people don't, but I do. Ortho Ease Massage Oil, Ortho Sport Massage Oil, Theramin, Transformation Oil Blend, Dentaroma Plus Toothpaste. So toothpaste that are all natural toothpaste that aren't going to poison you. It's used in there. There's just those are just briefly some of the products, of course, with PanAway too. So please, if you've got any other questions, feel free to contact me. And on this last slide there, you've got, if you don't already have an account with Young Living and you want to buy some of the peppermint essential oil, click on the link there or go to younglivingessentialoils.com.au, create an account and order some peppermint essential oil. Also comes with the premium starter kit, which is a fantastic kit if you're new to essential oils, to give you a variety of beneficial essential oils and a diffuser. It's 40% off. It's really good value. Or if you've got any questions, please put questions in the comments here. I'll get back to you. Email me, or please feel free to give me a call. My number is 936-707-0488. All right. Yahweh bless you in Yeshua HaMashiach, and have a wonderful day.